Hey everyone, welcome to another movie review. Today we will be discussing yet another Christmas movie that is out exclusively only on streaming service, and that is A Christmas Story Christmas. So sit back, relax, get your milk and cookies, and let's go ahead and discuss another Christmas movie.
Hello there, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children.
Now, right off the bat, I thought that this movie was going to be a sequel from the original 1980s Christmas Story, which, in fact, it's actually technically the third movie to come out, as A Christmas Story 2 was out in, I believe, 2012. Now, it's very similar to how I feel in regards to Jingle All the Way 2, or I believe it was the Tooth Fairy 2, where it didn't get a lot of credit because it was kind of like one of those straight to DVDs or straight to movies type aspects. So Christmas Story Christmas is technically third, though it does feel like a second of the series. Now, if you don't know anything about this movie, it's about Ralphie being a writer and trying to get his book published by a publisher. However, during this time period, it is Christmas, and he finds out that his father has recently passed away. So he actually goes over to Cleveland Street over there in Indiana, where he's actually from, to go ahead and spend Christmas with his mom, since now she is a widow. However, the way that he wants to interpret it, the way that he wants to be able to celebrate Christmas is just as wonderful as how he had growing up for all of his kids. Now, when it comes to directors, it is directed by Clay Cadis, who has done films such as Angry Birds or The Christmas Chronicles. Writers was, of course, based on a book by Gene Shepard. Screenplay was done by Nick Shenick, and then Peter Billingsley, which, if you don't know, that is actually Ralphie in the actual story. So, of course, we do have some of the main actors coming back, like Peter Billingsley. You also have, of course, Scott Schwartz, R.D. Robb, Zach Ward. They're all reprising their actual roles. Now that we do have new actors and actresses within the series, which of course is Aaron Hayes, who plays Ralphie's wife. You do have Julie Haggerty, who plays his mother in the film, and of course his kids, River Drochet and then Julianne Lane. So overall, it's honestly probably one of the best Christmas movies that I've watched this year. Yes, it's only exclusive to HBO Max, but unlike how Spirited was done, this definitely does feel like a great sequel to a series. Now, it does follow all the tropes that the original one has, where it has breaking of the fourth wall, where it has a story within a story of his daydreaming, and it plays to the beat of the original. So that's what brings it to heart, is all of that. As far as comedy goes, it was pretty funny in all aspects. They did a wonderful job as far as comedic dialogue in this. The kids did wonderful playing his kids, the wife great, and overall it felt like a Christmas movie. It felt like a classic to a classic, as weird as that sound, or as a oxymoron as that does sound. It does play a wonderful time in the season of the holidays, and it's definitely something that I would honestly recommend. I don't know or can't remember of anything negative to say about this flick, as it does follow Ralphie and him growing up and always wanting to be the best father he can be for his kids, something that I can relate to, as at the same time as being a writer, which is again something I can relate to as well. And overall, again, this film was done great. The original takes place in the 1940s. This one takes place, I believe, in 1977. So, of course, about 30 some years after the original one. Obviously, he's grown, I believe, in his 40s, if I'm doing my math correctly in this. So all in all, great Christmas flick. I believe you guys will enjoy it if you love Christmas movies. If you have seen it, though, let us know down in the comments of what you think. Is it exactly what you thought it would be, or was it better? Is there something that you didn't dislike about it? Or that you actually did dislike about it? And, definitely follow us on all social platforms. Hit the subscribe button down below. And we'll see you next time for the next review.